everybody. Today I went to Annapolis, Maryland. I had some work to do up there, and I got back like kind of early, and I noticed that on YouTube everybody was talking about the interview with Tasha K and Jaguar Wright. I used to watch Tasha K like when I first got on YouTube, and I thought she was very talented, very professional. But as I continued to watch her, the professionalism was like going down slowly with her. And then she started, spewing out like a whole bunch of obscenities, a whole bunch of dumb shit, very unclassy, no morals, and I just couldn't take it anymore. And then she got louder and louder, and she wasn't saying anything, and I thought she started becoming sort of like a buck dancer or a clown. And I stopped watching her a long time ago. And oh, I'm having cheese and crackers. Sharp cheddar. I'm a cheeseaholic, y'all. I shouldn't be having it. Shit. But you know what? If a guy likes me, he gonna like me whether I'm fat or skinny. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If he really likes you, he'll overlook the chubbiness. It's good. So during this interview, Tasha asked Jaguar, where do you live? Now, why in the fuck would you ask her that, knowing that there's people looking for her? You know people looking for her. Who doesn't know people looking for her? Tasha tried too hard to discredit Jaguar about anything and everything. Then she asked her, where does your husband work? And I'm thinking, what the F does the interview, you interviewing her? Why are you asking her questions about where her husband worked? That just didn't even fucking make sense to me. Then she, and then she continuously like cut Jag off while Jag was talking. She would just abruptly cut her right off, and then she would ask her husband questions. Her husband wasn't even in the interview. He was sitting to the side. And she kept asking questions about the husband and what he do, where he worked, She was very rude. The questions that Tasha asked were irrelevant and very disrespectful. Tasha kept pressing about Jag and her husband's finance. How do they support themselves? Which is nobody's motherfucking business. I believe that Tasha K spent 10 minutes on financial questions. 10 whole goddamn minutes. But she still didn't get a fucking answer. Which is good for you, Jaguar. Because that was like, what does that have to do with anything? I can think of better questions to ask you than how do you support yourself. I mean, that's just crazy to me. Instead of interviewing Jaguar, it was more of like an interrogation. I do want to say this. Jaguar's husband is very, very strange. He's just strange. Have you guys seen his face? His eyes? Strange. Tasha was very rude, very disrespectful to Jag. Seems a little weird. Did Clive Davis or did he tell Tasha what questions to ask Jag? I want to know. I don't like Tasha or Jaguar. I think they both are fruity, and I think they both are nuts. It just seems to me that someone big has paid Tasha to trip up Jag, and Tasha failed. What type of man knowingly marries a lesbian? I believe that Jag is telling the truth. Yep, I do. I believe almost everything Jag is saying. I really do. The only thing about Jag is that if she's asked a question about a celebrity and she don't know, she'll just say, no, it's not true. And then, but my thing is, if you don't actually know the answer, just say you don't know. Don't say, well, it's not true. Just say you don't know. But I also believe that Jaguar Wright and her husband are crazy. I do. I have to say it. I believe that Jaguar and her husband are crazy. The whole interview, well, back to Jaguar and her husband being crazy. I looked at her husband's eyes, and that Negro, I'm telling you, he is not right. I looked at his eyes, and he is not right. The whole interview, Tasha was frowning. The whole entire interview, Tasha was frowning, and her body language was very disrespectful, and she acted like she was in a fight the whole damn interview. Tasha tried to get Jag to say that she's mentally ill, and that's when Jag called Tasha out. Yes, Jaguar Wright checked Tasha. And indeed she should have. I would have been done in the beginning of the video. Tasha's trying to profit off of a woman's pain was very inappropriate. Miss Tasha K depends on those YouTube checks, although she acts like she doesn't. Tasha came to the interview with an agenda, and the agenda was to establish that Jaguar is broke, homeless, and crazy. Oh, Jag. This is my message for Jag. Excuse me, folks. People trying to talk to me. You can sing, Jag. There's no doubt about that. I've seen some of your videos, and you can sing. You can definitely sing. But you don't sound as great as you think you do. You do not sound as great as you think you do. But you can sing. As far as Storm Monroe's interview with Jaguar, it was very, very good. I think he did a much better job than Tasha K. And I think that's why she's jealous, because she's decided that she don't want to be friends with Storm Monroe anymore. Storm did not interrupt Jaguar during the interview while she was talking. He asked respectful questions, and he was a gentleman. He didn't go into the interview with ulterior motives. Storm's interview was more productive than Tasha K's. Tasha K is very country and ghetto. I don't blame her husband for having a side chick. The tea is that her husband is gay and doesn't work. Jag, why don't you just do your own YouTube channel? Or maybe, Jag, you should start your own podcast. Stop doing interviews. It seems like people are like trying to get paid off your pain. So I think you should do your own YouTube channel and your own podcast. Oh, and Jaguar Wright is 100% on about Alicia Keys being a stud. If you look at my earlier videos, I already told y'all that. Look in my earlier videos. I already told y'all that Alicia Keys is a dyke. I already told y'all that. She used to hang out at this bar for gay people in the Village in New York. And she used to look more manly, but Clyde Davis took her in and made her look softer. That arrangement between her and Swiss Beats, it was just a business arrangement. check out my prior videos. I've already told y'all all the shit that Jaguar Wrights is telling y'all now. I've already told y'all. Tasha K, I like your new hairstyle. I like Tasha K's new hairstyle. It's better than that butch cut she used to wear. I think it looks really nice on her. Tasha, although I do like your new hairstyle, you are built badly and you need to stop wearing half shirts and tight pants. You don't have a shape. It's just a block. And you got a bit of a belly there, so the half shirts need to stop and the real tight pants need to stop. I mean, you just don't have the figure for that. Excuse me. I'm older than you, so let's just say that I'm giving you constructive criticism. You need to stop wearing the shit that you wear. You don't have the shape for it. To answer my own question, what type of man marries a lesbian? A gay guy. I'm done. Peace.